All right, I hope this is running smooth, and I'm going to see if I can screen share. There should be an ability to screen share. Anyway, we got a weird new news story going on now, and I'm going to read the articles here. Last week, God, how can I flip? Come on, there's got to be a way I can flip the. Come on. I'm sorry, I'm lame because I'm trying to figure out if I can screen share. Is that an option? I got no viewers yet. Don't matter. Don't matter. It drank pretty good. Anyway, I'll get started on the news story. So what's going on right now is last week a boy went missing, 3 years old, out of his grandma's backyard. He was playing with two other kids. Here's the story. Casey Hathaway, age 3, was reported missing from his grandmother's home on Toller Road in Ernell, North Carolina, around 1:45 p.m. on Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. Casey was outside playing in the yard with two other children and was discovered missing when the other two children came back into the house. So this kid was missing for 3 days, and we've had freezing to near freezing temperatures over the course of the days and night. We haven't had nice days. We've had rain. We have cloudiness. Very little. I think we maybe had one day where it was nice in terms of sunlight. And I really thought after the second day, because like I said, this is somewhat in my AO. I'm in North Carolina. This is in North Carolina. I really thought after 2 days, I was like, that kid's probably not going to be alive just because of exposure. Like, I was hoping not. I was praying not. But anyway, here's where we're at. The kid is found alive in some briars, yelling for his mother. He had a few cuts and scrapes. He's alive and healthy in terms of, I mean, he's talking, he's walking, slightly malnourished. I'm sorry, my voice is nasally. I've had teeth work done. I had a wisdom tooth pulled, and it was like 3 days ago. So my nose is congested because I've been trying not to breathe through my nose because they told me it's connected to like my sinus cavity. I could blow a hole through my mouth, then I'd really be blowing some hot air. Anyway, here's where the story gets weird. On the third day, they find him caught in the briars. When they asked him what happened, he said that a bear hung out with him and took care of him for 2 days. And on this last day, that's when they found him in the briars in a swampy area where the searchers had to go through waist deep water to get him. Now, if you're in waist deep water as a 3-year-old and it's 33 degrees outside, how long can you last? How long can a grown man last? I can tell you, I'd probably last. I mean, just out in my jeans and a sweater in 33 degrees in a swamp, I'd be dead in like an hour and a half. God. Now, what strikes me though is nobody's questioning the bear story. It's glazed over. And the only place I've seen it advertised was on the local affiliate for Fox News here, which is, I guess I can throw links up in the I'll throw links in the chat. Links are coming in the chat. Now this one brings up the bear, and then the Charlotte Observer newspaper. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm garbage at this. The local Charlotte Observer paper mentions he hung out with a bear. I really haven't seen many of the other major sources of news covering this matter bring up this hanging out with a bear for 2 days. What does that mean? Now, people who know me, who's on this channel, you know that I'm into Bigfoot. I really suspect this might be the first big indicator that perhaps something's out there, and no one's questioning Unbiasedly, they had to have asked, "Hey, what exactly did you see? Like, what was it?" Because I think a 3-year-old, anything large and hairy, and you're in the woods, I can't imagine a 3-year-old knows too much about the world around him, to every facet of, even including Bigfoot and Sasquatch. I think I got into Bigfoot probably when I was 6 or 7. I saw the In Search Of with the Patterson footage, like everyone has seen. Uh, 3 years old, I think if you're in the woods and something big and hairy is around you, I think it's automatically a bear in your head, right? Because that's a bear. You've seen that in books, and you've seen that in many things that you may read. Bearstein Bears. I'm really curious about his description of this bear, and because I can't fathom how a 3-year-old boy survived 3 days in the wilderness and not die of exposure. But to be actually kind of all right, cuts and scrapes from being in briars, and a little malnourished, but alive and well and talking. This is weird, and I'm gonna deep dive on this all day today. I'm gonna see if this kid said anything else about the bear. I'm gonna see if anybody asked him about the bear. And tonight, if my equipment, which seems to be working right now, if it stays working, I will do another stream. Maybe I'll do an ultra stream and do that. Or I sent the links to Alan Thomas, who my interview got interrupted with. We've been keeping in communication, and I sent it to him. So just my brief description of what I just told you, and then the news links. And let me get one more news article in the chat. This is from the NPR. Listen, I don't prescribe to any media source. Like, I don't like have a left or right side when it comes to like news stories. I just know like large scale media outlets, and that's the ones I'm pulling from, just because there's probably more references to them and sources in the article. On a side note, this weekend with this tooth pain, I was miserable and I was in agony. I'm so thankful right now that I'm not in pain. All right. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to deep dive into this, and we're going to, let me throw this up in the chat. I wonder if I can share this. It'd be cool if I could actually, I would love to hear people's opinions on this. Let me see if there's a way I can share this on my Twitter. Okay, I posted that. Maybe I can pull in. I would actually like to get some communication in the chat to see what they think. I know it's early. Well, no, it's not. What time is it? All right, let me switch over to my avatar real quick. I cut camera off. This is called the Boomer Stream. That's mute. That's not it. Huh, I guess that's my life now. All right, I guess I'm just on here now. Let me get that set on. Yeah. I shared it. But I can't believe that no one's asking follow-up questions. It's just a one quote. I hung out with a bear and he took care of me for 2 days. Oh, Lord have mercy. What does that mean? How do you not ask a follow-up question to that? Freaking out in the woods, 3 years old, and beluga's helping you out. This is nuts. And now, if you read down these articles, if you go to the comments, there are people who are bringing up Sasquatch and Bigfoot related. Also, I think Dogman should be included. That's another. I don't know if I truly believe in a Dogman, but I've heard enough stories to make me suspect that there's smoke, there's fire. But he's describing he says he calls it a bear. I would just like someone ask him unbiasedly, go, what did you see? And have him describe what he saw and what it did. How does it take it? Did it carry him? I just can't see a bear. A bear ain't taking care of a 3-year-old. More than likely, it would just run from him. But if anything, if it's wintertime like this where it's cold, if it's bears are freaking supposed to be hibernating. Like, they're not supposed to be doing anything. Bears are kind of supposed to be chilling. At least around. I mean, it's black bears, so like I'm sure we have spotty weather. It's constantly fluctuating, but oh my God, this is just insane. I want to. Since this is working, I want to bring people on. How else can I share this shit? can't. I would love to get some people on. Let me see if watch me start too much stuff and this thing crashes. God, I really wish I could screen share. How can I do this? Should have went through. The thing is, if I started up OBS or any sort of streaming software, my computer would crash. 100%. I got 2 tabs opening and they're not happy in each other. I'll close the one because I got the link there. I really got to. I really got to hear some people's thoughts on this. I don't know what the rules are about smoking on YouTube. I don't give up. Taken care of by a bear. This is ridiculous. Let me bring that article back up. Let me read some of it to you guys. Hate to do the mundane Matt thing. Oh, this article is going to take forever. Dead air. Sorry. My bad. There's no one here, so I need to think about the future. I'm not going to take this down. I don't feel like editing it or anything. I can't. Oh, I'm hoping somebody comes on. We'll tell you what. I'm gonna keep it rolling. It's only been up for 4 minutes. I'll give it 10 minutes. Now the weird part is, right off the bat, when this initially happened, because the only thing I really keep on my living room TV is the local news, and this story, of course, was like a big headliner. And the initial story was weird. Boy and his grandma's house, playing with 2 other boys of similar age in the backyard. The 2 kids came back. She went looking for the third, this Casey Hathaway kid, and he's missing. Huge search parties are brought in. I gotta quit saying I suck at this. Anyway, the boys' parents go to the church. They totally brought the community together, made meals, gave a place for searchers to stay and sleep and keep them warm and healthy while they rotated out searching. The kid was found half a mile away from the grandma's house in a wooded area. Like I said, very thick in swampy area where the searchers had to walk through waist deep water to get to him. He was caught up in briars, crying for his mother. And that's how they found him. 3 days in which the temperatures fluctuated between, I would say, low 30s, meaning 30. I'm talking low. I mean, I would not be surprised if it even reached high 20s in those couple of days. At night, I'm talking about night temperatures. And then day temperatures, you're only looking at 50s. And if you know anything about hypothermia, is especially in the wilderness and exposure, is that anything below 98.6 degrees for your body draws energy from your body to keep warm. So when you're below 98.6 degrees, your body is constantly exerting energy to keep yourself functioning, so your brain can work. And we do this very well. We can last a very long time. But now if it's substantially cold in the 30s or freezing, your body exudes so much energy, you generally don't last for more than, I mean, if it's freezing, it's hard pressed you're going to survive a night. And I'm talking about you just in jeans and a sweater. This kid, it's a miracle or a bear, or as he says, a bear took care of him. So, I mean, whatever was taking care of him, no matter what, the boy had to have been finding warmth. I refuse to believe the boy just survived in jeans and a t-shirt. I don't care what he crawled up into Or he could have. Did he hack a deer open and climb inside at night? It's incredible. And for him just to have minor injuries, he's got a bad scratch on his head from some briars. But for 3 days, that's really not bad. I would have more in 3 days of hiking than this kid. I really feel like something was, I think he's right. I think something took care of him for 2 days. I think something watched him and took care of him. I don't know if it took him. He may have wandered off and wandered into it. This is why I like to hear an interview with this kid in some form of them asking him detail by detail kind of what happened. That probably won't happen though. The parents probably won't. The parents are happy, and they're probably going to just be happy to take the kid home and not put him through anymore, which I can understand 100%. But I would have really loved to have been able to ask that kid, like, well, what exactly happened? Because I really think there's something odd here. I think this is a big. I think this needs to be looked at. I think this area needs to be looked at, because I think they might have a Bigfoot out there. And good news, it's friendly, right? I mean, like it's Harry from Harry and the Hendersons, as I can understand. It saved one of us, unless it took the kid, then that's different. But I mean, right now, all I can do is speculate. But I'm really curious about more detail about this kid. I hope somebody asked him a few more questions. I hope there's a recorded interview of at least the initial interview they did with him. Oh, man, that's crazy. A bear took care of me for 2 days. Oh, from a 3-year-old who survived being in the woods in freezing temperature. It's insanity.